Today we are going to discuss temperature, second part of heat and its effects. Okay, for this like what is temperature, I am going to tell you with the help of an activity. We will take 3 bowls. Okay, we will take 3 bowls and we will mark them, or tumbler, anything we will take. We will mark them A, B, C. A, B, C. Okay. Pour some hot water in bowl marked here, in which we have marked A. Okay. We will pour some warm water. Then in B, we will take up tap water. Okay, and ice cold water in bowl C. Now dip the fingers of our right hand in bowl A and the fingers of our left hand in bowl C for some time. Then we will put both the hands simultaneously in bowl B together. Okay. Do both of your hands get the same feeling? No. Why? You feel cold on your right hand. This hand you feel cold, and in this hand you are feeling warm. Okay. This is so because the sensation of touch is relative. When your hand comes from hot water to warm water, you feel water is cold, and when your hand comes from ice cold water to warm water, you feel the same water is hot. So we conclude that we cannot always rely on our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold. Okay. Now I am going to explain you temperature. We have just discussed that hotness or coldness of a body is something relative. Relative means comparative. We can measure the degree of hotness or coldness by comparing. Degree is what? How hot, how cold. So degree of hotness and coldness. Okay. We can measure the degree of hotness or coldness by comparing it with the standard unit that we all agree upon. The degree of hotness or coldness of an object on some chosen scale is called what? Its temperature. Now what is the unit of temperature? There are 3 units of temperature. First, standard unit of temperature, SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, standard unit is Kelvin, and other commonly used units are Celsius and Fahrenheit. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about thermometer. How we have made thermometer. The thermometer of a body is measured using a device called, so temperature, to measure the temperature we use thermometer. It's a device we use to measure temperature. Thermo means heat. In Latin we call it heat. Meter is a scale by which we measure. So thermometer work on the principle of expansion of liquid on heat. Okay. What is a thermometer? A thermometer has 2 standard markings. Children, you must have seen thermometers in your homes. A thermometer has two standard marking on it known as fixed point. Like I am telling you, a rough figure I am drawing. This is a thermometer. Okay, it has two fixed points. First is this lower fixed point. The lower fixed point, LFP, we are going to call it lower fixed point, is the temperature at which ice melt at sea level. Ice melt, pure ice of pure water. Ice melts at sea level. Okay, and the water is pure. Second fixed point is upper fixed point. Upper fixed point, okay, is the temperature at which pure water boils at sea level. Pure water boils at sea. Okay. The three scales used for measurement of temperature, I told you, degree Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin scale. Celsius scale is named after Swedish scientist Anders Celsius. What is the name of that scientist? Anders Celsius. Degree Celsius. This scale is named after scientist. Second, here the lower fixed point is 0. In Celsius scale, lower fixed point is 0 degree Celsius and upper fixed point is 100 degree Celsius. In between how many degrees are there? 100 degrees. It is divided in 100 degrees. Okay. The interval between the two fixed points is divided into 100 divisions. Fahrenheit scale. Fahrenheit scale is named after Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Okay, but here the lower fixed point is different. It's not 0. It's 32 degree Fahrenheit. And upper fixed point is 212 degree Fahrenheit. And the between 32 and 212 degree, the interval between these two fixed points is divided into 180 divisions. So two scales, I hope, is clear. Now children, we are going to discuss conversion from one scale to other scale. Like both the scales we are using frequently, so sometimes we need to convert one scale to other. Here, first I am going to tell you how to convert degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit. As we know, our normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. We are taking the example of this. Now we are going to convert it into degree Fahrenheit. What is our formula to convert degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit? F is equal to 9 upon 5 into C plus 32. This is the formula. This is C. Now we are going to place the value 95. In place of C, we are going to write on 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. Plus 32. Cancel it. 5 ones are 5. 5 sevens are 35. And 0.4. Okay. Now multiply 7.4 with 9. We will get 9 4s are 36, 3, 9 7s are 63, 66.6 plus 32. We will add up both. Now what is the answer? 92, 6, 6 to 8, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so this way we can convert degree Celsius into degree Fahrenheit. Now, next example I am giving how to convert degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. Okay, degree Fahrenheit into degree Celsius. Suppose we have taken the same example, body temperature. Just now we know in Fahrenheit what is the body temperature, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Now we want to convert it into degree Celsius. Degree Celsius. What is the formula? C is equal to 5 upon 9. Okay. Then multiply like between this F minus 30. 5 upon 9. What is the value of F? 98.6. Minus 32. What is 66.6. Now 9 sevens are 63 and 9 fours are 36, 7.4. And multiply it by 5, 5 fours are 20 to carry, 5 sevens are 35 to 37. So just 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, this way we convert. Now measuring the temperature. Our next topic is how to measure the temperature. As I told you, we measure the temperature with the help of thermometer. There are variety of thermometer. We are going to discuss that also. Okay, children, on what principle we have made these thermometer on the principle of expansion. We have seen that solid, liquids and gases expand on heating. The hotter an object is, more its expansion. On which principle I told you? Expansion. Okay. So one of the way of measuring temperature is to measure the expansion of solid, liquid and gases. We know that solid expand very little, while in gases the expansion is very high. Therefore, in order to measure temperature, we usually measure expansion in liquids. The instrument already I told you we use to measure the temperature, that is thermometer. And the principle is used, that is expansion in liquids. This is the principle we use in thermometer. Okay. First we are going to discuss laboratory thermometer. Laboratory, children, all you know. Laboratory, all you know. Labs where we do our work, experiments and all. Okay. Laboratory thermometer. The thermometer available in the laboratory consists of a long, thin, uniform glass tube. So whenever you visit, you can see it is long thermometer, long, thin tube of glass. Okay. Sealed at one end with the this side it is sealed. Okay. And other side the bulb is there. This is what? Bulb. This is what? Bulb. Okay. With the bulb filled with the liquid. Maybe the liquid may be alcohol, red in color, or maybe mercury. Okay. So most commonly used liquid is mercury. Why we use mercury? Because it is silver in color and we can easily read it. And also we use alcohols also. A shining thread of mercury can be seen from outside the thermometer. That is why we use mercury. As the temperature rises, the mercury in the tube expands. As we know, liquid expands on heating. Suppose we are keeping it in hot water, this mercury level will, or alcohol level will rise. Okay. Expand. and rises into the thin tube called the stem. There is a thin tube in which this is rising. There is a very thin tube. This is a thin tube with the red. Okay, and this yellow liquid is rising in the thin tube, and this thin tube is called stem. You can see this in your home in clinical thermometer also. Okay, the thermometer, the stem is marked in degree Celsius or Fahrenheit. Marking would be of degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. The height of the liquid in the stem gives the reading of temperature. Suppose it is in degree Celsius, so it rises till here, to maybe it is 50 degree, maybe. Okay, so we can read the temperature. Laboratory thermometer with various ranges are available in laboratory thermometer. The commonly used laboratory thermometer have a range from -10. Like the thermometer starts from -10. Why? Because in laboratory for experiment purposes we use we need temperature in minus also. Okay, and very high temperature we also we want to take. So the range of this is -10 to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, so what is the range of laboratory thermometer is -10 degree to Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, and children, few things are there which we have to keep in our mind while taking temperature in laboratory. Children, the thermometer should be washed before and after use. First thing we have to keep in mind when we are using it in laboratory. A thermometer is delicate and should be handled with care to avoid breakage. Third one is it should not be held by the bulb. Why we should not hold it by bulb? Because the heat of our body can change the temperature. Okay. It should be kept upright and not tilted, like I have kept, and in laboratory we always fix it with the stand to keep it upright. Okay. Keep it upright, we have to fix it in the stand. The bulb should be completely surrounded by the substance. Like I am taking the temperature of this liquid, so the bulb should be completely immersed in the liquid of which we are taking the temperature. Okay, and it should not touch the glass sides. While reading the temperature, the level of our, suppose we are taking here the temperature, our level of eyes should be in straight line. Okay, in straight line. If we see from here, it will give the wrong reading. If we see from a person, it will give the wrong reading. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer. Okay. Clinical thermometer, as it has name, like it is used in clinics or used by doctor. To check the body temperature, a thermometer is placed in our mouth or in our armpit. The temperature recorded in laboratory thermometer will fall as soon as it taken out of your mouth. Why? Because the stem was straight. You remember? This was the stem. Mercury is rising up. Suppose we are using this laboratory thermometer as we have put in our mouth. Suppose the fever is 40 degrees Celsius. Then we have taken it out from the mouth. So what happened? जैसे ये बाहर आया mouth के, the temperature is going to drop. हो सकता है it is going to become 37. Okay, so it is not going to give us proper reading. For this, for clinical thermometer, we need some change in the like structure of this thermometer. Like stem, we are going to make king in the stem. This is king. This is a stem, very fine stem, very thin tube. Okay. This is bulb and this is outer case. This is outer case of thermometer. Okay. Now it is filled with the mercury. We are going to put it in the mouth. Okay. As we know, clinical is in Fahrenheit. Suppose the fever is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. But when we are taking out from our mouth, what will happen? As I told you, the kink is there. This is a kink. Okay, kink is there. This thermometer has a slight bend or kink in the stand just below the bulb. Just above the bulb. When the thermometer is taken out of our mouth, the liquid of the bulb contracts. Okay, because of coolness, it will contract and the mercury column breaks from it. Mercury column breaks at the kink. Therefore, the level of mercury in the stem will remain same. This will not be come down. Okay. This portion, like the mercury here, will not come down. If the thermometer is to be used again, suppose it will remain like this. We want to use it again. So what we will do? We will jerk it to bring this mercury back in the bulb. Okay, children. The normal body temperature in degrees Celsius is 37 degrees Celsius and in Fahrenheit 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. One more thermometer we use, that is digital thermometer. That is digital thermometer. Nowadays it is a very common thermometer, this digital one. Okay, digital clinical thermometer are now fast replacing mercury clinical thermometer. Children, mercury is poisonous in nature. Sometimes, like by mistake, if it breaks in our mouth, what will happen? Something wrong would happen. So, digital thermometer we are using. Do not use mercury. This is a relief as mercury is a toxic. I told you, toxic substance. Very difficult to dispose of if thermometer breaks. These are the drawbacks of mercury thermometer. In a digital thermometer, the temperature is displayed in a numerical form. You are seeing there is a screen. You can read in that. Okay. Degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit. You can read in that. The special liquid crystals that change. Another type of thermometer is forehead strip thermometer. Are used using special liquid crystals that change color according to temperature. They are generally used to measure the body temperature of small babies. It is in the form of a strip that is applied to the forehead of the baby. Okay, so there are different types of thermometer also. Now, the range of clinical and Fahrenheit thermometer is what? In clinical thermometer, what is the range? In degrees Celsius. The range of is, as we know, the normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. The range of clinical thermometer in degrees Celsius is from 35 degree to 42 degrees Celsius. Okay, and in degree Fahrenheit, the range is 94 degree Fahrenheit, 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. Okay children, so that's all. Okay, bye.